It's a little confused. It's a little muddy out here. Morning, guys. I know this is going to come as a shock to you, but we got more rain yesterday. We had some more storms roll through yesterday. I don't know how much more we got, but yesterday evening, afternoon. But it's too wet to get out and do anything. So it was yesterday. So the video I've got for you today is, if you remember, we made those hanging baskets for our front porch. So I'm showing you a little bit of an update on those, how well they're doing, and also a little bit of care, how to take care of the plants. So that's the video for today. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you need anything, feel free to reach out to us. See you guys. Hi guys, so a couple of weeks ago we made hanging baskets, and you can see these flowers are growing. They look great. It's a little windy out, that's why it's wiggling around. We have to water them a little every day, but you need to be real careful, okay? And just add a little water every day. You don't want to add too much. Okay, let me show you what you don't want to do, okay? You don't want to keep pouring water in until it starts to where it starts doing that. You don't want water running out. See? Because when the water starts running out, what you're doing is you are washing, what's known as leaching. You're leaching the nutrients out of the soil. So you want to keep the soil moist, but don't drench it. So you just want to come in, you just want to add a little every day. Just a little every day. Just to keep the soil moist. You don't want to add too much, because if you do, you're actually losing nutrients. There's only so many nutrients for these plants in these pots anyway. And if you're washing the nutrients out, then that's a bad thing. Another concern you need to think about, you see this one's a little drier, so we can add a little more to this. But if you look, you see it up on top, as soon as you pour it onto a spot that's pretty dry, let me see if I can get this over here, right there. See how it kind of puddles up for just a second? This soil isn't really bad, but potting soil, if it gets really dry, say you go to the beach for a few days and you don't water, or you forget to have somebody come by and water it. If this potting soil gets too dry, it goes through a process and it becomes what's known as hydrophobic in the greenhouse industry, in the horticulture industry. Hydrophobic. It becomes hydrophobic and it literally repels water. So you pour it on and it just kind of puddles and runs off, kind of like a waxed car hood. So what happens when you do that is you need to pour just a little bit on and let it soak through the layer, and then pour just a little, come back a few minutes later, pour a little bit more, come back a few minutes later, pour a little bit more. And that takes care of your hydrophobic problem of your potting soil. All right, here we have two plants, one here, one back there behind. These are limelight hydrangeas that we just potted last night. And so they need a good bit of moisture because all of this potting soil is very dry. So we'll pour probably maybe even a couple of these little canisters of water into each one. All right, so one more little care tidbit after watering these. Another thing you need to do, these are petunias, and it's good for petunias after the bloom. You see this one right here? It's done. It's not very good. So you pull it off, toss it, and that encourages more blooms to grow. It's what they call deadheading. So one of these days I'm gonna have to give you a full tour of, well, hey, there's a table there. A full tour of, Shan Mama's front porch atrium. So we'll do that one day after everything kind of grows up.